Dr. Nasir. How is everything? Right? Fine. Okay. So in today's video, it's I think the third video right on the same topic. The topic is words out of words. Words out of words, as all of you know. It is just an attempt to nurture a sense of words. Okay? In the previous two videos, you might have seen that we have made sort of effort, and inshallah we will continue with the same. Today we will take something slightly different in the sense, actually we cannot call these words. Technically, these are called phrasal verbs because, right, it will be your knowledge when two or more than two words are there. So that becomes a phrase. Okay? And all those phrases in which verb is the main thing, like suppose take over here, we call them phrasal verbs. So whatever they are, the main thing in practical life is how to use them right properly. So take on means, take on stand for what? We actually, the basic word is this, right? And by the addition of this thing, you can call it a preposition, or technically it's a sort of adverb, whatever it is, that's not our concern. Take on, suppose take two. Okay. Basic word is the same, but meaning has changed a bit. You say take for. Okay, take for. If I say take up, right? Root is basically the same, but take up. Take in. Actually, it's incorrect to say that words have meanings. As I've said in the previous lectures, words have no meanings. Words can just be felt actually, but we just make a sort of right effort to understand. Take in, okay? Then take out, okay? Take off. Suppose these are 5, 6 examples. So technically these are words, these are called phrasal verbs, but they are sort of words in the sense that we are just trying to understand how the meaning of the word changes. Take on means anyone guess, it's a layman's guess. Suppose we will say, right, in the next competition, who is going to take on whom? Who is going to take on whom? Right? I think, suppose you say, John Cena, right, will take on him. Okay. That means in that match, John Cena is going to fight against that person. Okay, take on means to meet someone, to face someone. Got some idea? Okay. Take two. Take two basically means to indulge in something, to become used to something, especially something bad. Suppose you say that how sad they are. His father has once again taken to gambling, right? So he's sort of drinking, whatever, right? So take to basically means to indulge in something, to become used to something, especially something that is generally considered bad, whether it is or not, there's another cup of tea, right? So we say his father has, right, taken to, or once again taken to. Taken to is, as you can guess, it's the third form of that. That's for taken to, okay, drinking. Suppose you say drinking is something bad. In some cultures it is very this type. So his father has taken to drinking. In this expression, take has become what? To become used to something, especially something that is nasty, bad, generally speaking. Okay? Take for. But this thing actually changes the very concept of the word, right? So you have to be very scrupulous, very careful in that sense of the word. Take for. What do you guess? What's meant by this expression? Sometimes we slap someone just in fun, and later we say, oh sorry, I took you far. Nasir sir, right? So I took is just past form of this. Okay. I took you for Johnson. I thought perhaps you are Johnson. Right? So take for means to suppose someone, right, in place of something. It might be intentional, unintentional. Right? Suppose you misbehave with someone, And then you say, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I took it for my friend. He's my buddy, that's why I was becoming so free or something. Okay. Take up, very common. Take up means to start working on something. Will you see? The problem is no one is going to take up this case, right? No one is going to have take up the case of Floyd because it's a very big affair. Take up means to start working on something. So if I assure you, yeah, rest assured, don't you worry. Inshallah, I'll take up, right? I'll take up the case of orphans. I'll take up the case of orphans. Okay? It means I will work for them. I will actually start working on that. Those orphans. Clear? Take up, start working on anything. Take in. Take in means to, once again, sometimes the same expression has different meanings. Take in routine we say, and why don't you take them in? That means why don't you let them come in? Okay? If I say please take them in, that means what? Please take them in. It means ask them to come in, bring them in. Okay? Take them in. Very simple. To invite someone, to ask someone to come in. But if someone, suppose I'm teaching over here, and if you see whatever he is teaching, I'm not being able to take in anything. To take in here means to absorb something, to understand something, right? I suppose say I could not take in his lecture. It means I couldn't understand what he or she was trying to say. Take in is to absorb something, to understand something, to grasp something, to have sort of meaning of something. Okay? Take out, very common. Take out means to bring something out, come out in a way, So we say, people might take this thing out. It means they would come out to bring something out, bring something to the notice of someone. Okay, take it out. Suppose you say, also in the sense of publish something. Suppose you say, why don't you take it out? Why don't you take it out? It means to bring something to the notice. Take it. So the same phrasal verb has different connotations, different angles. Okay, take off, very common. Even a lay folk knows take off. It is just reverse of take on, As kids say, let me first take on. Take on means to wear something, as you know. Take on means to wear clothes or something, and take off means to remove that. So I just want to take off first, so that I may feel a bit relaxed. It means take off means to change one's dress in routine sense, but in a bit uncommon English, It is used in the sense to when the plane took off, when the kite took off. That means when the kite, it would be the knowledge is being used in the sense of plane, aeroplane, or something in slang. When the kite took off, that means when the kite actually started. Okay, but sometimes in routine we just use the expression take off in the sense to start something. I think we have gossiped a lot, we have talked a lot, we have wasted a lot of time. So why I think we should now take off. It means we should start working on our whatever our work is. So we should take off. That means we should start. So take off can also be used. We should take off now. It means we should start working on whatever we want to do. To start anything. Clear? Okay. But suppose in some movie, in some picture, someone is saying, yeah, why were you taking me off? Why were you taking me off? So obviously in that situation, what do you think? He's not saying that why were you flying that thing, why were you starting that thing? One can guess very easily it has a different tone over here. What can be the possible meaning of that? To take off means to copy something, to imitate something, to copy something, So we here, please, you should not take off your teacher. It means you should not copy your teacher. Copy in the sense when you make sort of when you laugh at someone. in the sense. It's not that bad, right? Sometimes just for fun. So many students are part, they do take us off. We don't mind that thing if that is within limits. It's okay, it's part of the game. Take off means to, right? To imitate something, to copy something, to mimic in a way. Okay. So just to flick through of all this, take on means face someone, right? Meet someone. Take to means to start doing something bad, to indulge in something. As you know, indulger is a person who drinks a lot. So that's why indulge means something. Take for means to consider someone for someone. Okay. Take up means to start anything. Take up someone's case, like take up anything. Take up any project, whatever. Take in means to, in one sense it means to bring in one it means to absorb, to understand, to grasp. And take out means to, right? People were right chicken out. People were brought out. Why don't you take it out? Why don't you bring it out? So in any sense, in the sense of polishing something, bringing something out or whatever. And take off, as I have said, its very common meaning is to, right, to remove from, right, to start anything, to fly, and a bit uncommon meaning is to copy someone just for fun or whatever. So, but today it's enough. Thank you. Just take it.